Welcome all of you to this most special occasion. Thank you very much. This is India's first ever and largest technology conclave. God bless you all for being here. It's just such a positive show of support, especially from youngsters and CEOs. It's just, it's heartwarming for all of us. Thank you very much. Before we start the day's event, can we take a moment to remember two of the most ghastly happenings that this country has ever faced? The rape of two young girls, one who was only 8 years old. And in both cases, the powers that preside over us are silent. Can we stand in 1 minute's silence in our show of collective anger and demand that justice be done? Wherever you are, right here or watching in your homes and offices, please, let's just step up together in 1 minute's silence in a prayer for Asifa, for justice, and for this great country. Thank you all very much. Thank you. Now, fortunately for all of you, I'm here for only a few moments. To thank each one of you, particularly, as I said, the younger generation. You have propelled NDTV into, frankly, becoming the clear #1 tech media company in this country. For example, our tech website, Gadgets 360, is not only clearly #1 in India, many times larger than the second biggest tech website in India, but we are now, Gadgets 360 is now the 7th biggest tech website in the world. And that is a huge achievement. And if you take only English language websites, we're around the 4th largest in the world. Our Gadgets show on television are also the most respected and the most listened to. All this, frankly, is thanks to one youngster here, Rajiv Makhni, India's technology genius. He thinks he's more than just technology, but he is certainly a technology genius who can make each one of us understand complex issues in a clear, simple, and focused manner. And that's a huge gift. Thank you, Rajiv, for making the world of tech accessible to all of us. God bless you. And Vikram Chandra, whose mind literally sparkles on air. And he brings technology alive along with Rajiv. Thank you, Vikram. And of course, I have to mention Kamaljit. For me, the most brilliant mind in technology I have seen. I've seen brilliance all the way from Silicon Valley to India to Europe. I have not met a more exceptional tech mind than Kamaljit. Kamaljit, stand up. Take a bow. It helps that he's Bengali also. And perhaps the most key to all this is the one person who has made all this come together, our entire tech foray. Suparna, our CEO, who has built NDTV.com from virtually scratch into India's #1 news site with 155 million unique users. Suparna has the vision, the understanding, and the leadership to make NDTV.com reach the heights it's got to today. Thank you, boss. There is one key transformation happening in the world today. And I'll just go back to early 2018, Davos 2018, in January, with all the world leaders in politics and technology and business. And every issue was discussed. But there was an elephant in the room, which emerged in every session. And that is the unspoken theme that the world is now facing a breakdown in trust. Nobody trusts their politicians. Politicians don't trust each other. Nobody trusts big business. Nobody trusts tech companies anymore with our personal data. One business doesn't trust another. One person doesn't trust another. The transition is that the world is going through is a huge trust deficit. Then I traveled from Davos to Silicon Valley. The trust deficit is worse. They understand what's wrong. Though I am, when I visit Silicon Valley, so proud to see change agents. And how many Indians are change agents in the world of technology and in the world of trust. Youngsters, young Indians, you are breaking down the trust deficit, and God bless you for doing that. We need you. And many of you can't imagine, you have to go firsthand and experience it, the impact that Sundar Pichai and Satya Nadella are having in the Valley and across the world. They have shown that it's not just tech and profits and business and ruthlessness that matters. No. Other factors are more important for success. They have shown it. They have shown that's important, or a crucial factor for success is empathy. And the role models of Nadella and Pichai has had a ripple effect. They are making Silicon Valley change for the better. They are breaking down the trust deficit. Trust is coming back with empathy, with teamwork, with more than just profits. And another ripple effect you'll be glad to know, and it's honestly true, everyone is looking at young Indians very differently. They're seeing, my God, these guys can make great potential leaders. Leaders that can be trusted with transforming organizations and doing it with, again, I'll use that word, empathy. And as we here and all of us around the world lose trust in our politicians, the inaction on Asifa is just one other example. I have learned an amazing lesson from the youngsters of India. If you guys don't trust someone, I've noticed, you don't trust some politicians. You don't trust most politicians. You don't trust some businessmen. You don't trust most businessmen. You don't trust some tech companies. You really question every tech company. You don't trust many media houses. I love the fact that you question everything. But what do? You call out to all these powers and you tell them, you are all bloody irrelevant. We will make India a great place on our own. We don't need you. And thank you for that. That is the hardest and best lesson. You don't have to be violent. You don't have to be nasty. You just have to say, you are irrelevant. We will make India. God bless the youngsters of this country. And I can't tell you how proud you make us. And I must add that despite, and I have to add and thank all of you about one other thing. And that's about all these false attacks on NDTV. constantly, one after the other, with increasing intensity, like McCarthy did, or even worse autocracies have done. Despite all these false attacks, you have seen through it all. You've seen through the false attacks on NDTV. And once again, you have awarded NDTV the most trusted broadcaster in India and Asia. Thank you very much. Bring it on. You see through it. Because for us, trust is everything. We will never let you down. Keep fighting and keep telling the powers that be, you are irrelevant. We will build India without you. We are the future. Trust us. Thank you.